One YouTube video paid for Iman Gadzhi's private jet over $40+ million from a single upload. It wasn't luck, it was strategy. And today, I'm gonna show you the 15 steps he used so you can copy them and build your own money flywheel. Let's break it down. So first and foremost, let's see the actual video. Now I can't find the original, I apologize for that, but this was the actual video that someone uploaded to this channel. Now, what you're seeing right here, this is VidIQ, you guys can get it, and it shows you outliers. That's a whole other discussion, but it's how you can find top producing YouTube videos. And it also helps you come up with content, because if you see outliers, then you know that that is a topic that's resonating with the public, the audience, and you can make something similar. So first and foremost, what he did is he created this as a VSL, as a free training to get people to buy his product. And he went through and he said, here's the old way of doing things that doesn't work anymore.
So most people try to start making money with dropshipping or Amazon FBA or affiliate marketing or info products. Those are not beginner-friendly business models.
Here's a new way of doing things.
It is a service-based business that clients are willing to pay anywhere from $1,500 a month to $10,000 a month for.
This is why this is a better opportunity.
Now, the startup capital is virtually non-existent. All you need is a business email, and then you're good to go.
And then he provided proof. So this was scripted purposely as a VSL that he could drive traffic to, so then he could push people to his products, courses, masterminds, what have you. So that was the first thing I noticed. The second thing is the title expansion. So he could have said SMMA, which I believe is too niche, and he went more broad by saying the best online business a beginner can start in 2024. The reason for that is it's a broader audience, and so he's going to get a lot more push and a lot more reach. That's something I'll notice even when I'm trying to come up with videos, is if it's too niche down, you really can hurt your views. Now, with that being said, it doesn't mean you always want to go for views, because at the same time, when you're going for sales, that may not get you the most views, but you still can make money from it. I think he's at the level where he's trying to find an intersection, right? Where he can get the most views and he can also make a lot of sales. But using this title, I do believe was strategic, and one of the reasons he was able to pull off making so much money, because he could have gone with SMMA, but that just would not have gotten as much reach as best online business a beginner can start. Now, the next thing he focused on was a CTR. I think this is a great thumbnail. The reason I think it's a great thumbnail is you could see some of the different business models. And then he has his hands probably placed in this position on purpose where some of the screen is cut off, his head's in front of it. So it creates curiosity. End of the day, to get people to click, that's the number one emotion you're trying to drive, is curiosity. If people are curious, they will click through. So if you're ever trying to increase the CTR on your videos, your landing pages, anything like that, you want to focus on the CTR, because the CTR is really going to make the biggest difference. And then he did what I call the session time flywheel. So really that means making it a long video and then having other videos linked to it. So you won't be able to see it because this is not on his main channel, but what he did is after he made this video, he would have every other video for a while. He took this down, I believe, but then it would link back to this video. And that's why you guys can't see anymore. But he had for a while actually taken this video and then made other videos that linked back to it. And so what would happen is people would keep going to that video after watching one of his previous videos. That increases the watch time, it increases the average view duration, and it continues to push it out into the marketplace. This video, I believe the original had like 8 million views or something crazy. It was absolutely insane how many views he had. And then he made this into a free training, obviously. So as people are going through this, they feel like they're getting training. These are the best businesses to start.
Dropshipping is pretty much a combination of the two scenarios above. You don't have the issue of having to spend money on stock, but then you have to spend a lot on ads to find the products that work.
Here's the pros and cons.
And in order to find one winning product, we had to test over 20 different products that all failed. So you have to have a lot of capital to burn through.
And then he softly puts in his CTAs, which we're going to come to that point in just a second. But I like how he did that. And then secondly, talking about the CTA placement, he would soft pitch it. So he's like, you know, if it makes sense, if you need help, you know, you can go to this place. But he didn't have any links. He didn't do any CTAs or hard CTAs. It was just kind of soft pitch placements.
So if you want to learn how to start a $10,000 a month agency from scratch, click the button below this video and get lifetime access to Agency Navigator now.
And as he was going through the video, one of the things I liked is he protected his brand. So, you know, Iman Gadhzi, depending on who you talk to, they like him, they don't like him, etc. But what I did like is he said no Forex, no crypto, no anything like that. He just focused on who the audience was for versus saying, oh, this is for anyone with, you know, 2 thumbs and 2 eyes, because a lot of videos or marketers, I would say they go too broad. Like they're trying to please everybody. And by trying to please everybody, you're for nobody. And so this helps protect his brand because, for example, the other week I got asked by a pretty well-known influencer who has, you know, millions and millions of followers to do a challenge. But I don't view him in the best light, so to speak. I just view him as like, he's kind of got like a scammy connotation or what have you. And so I didn't want to do something with him because I don't want that to rub off on my brand, right? And maybe he's not. Maybe he's a good guy and all that. But it's just like from the outside, outside looking in, that's what it seemed like. And so I thought Iman did a great job by protecting his brand by saying it's not for this, but it is for these types of people.
Just because I got these results doesn't mean you will. After all, I mean, I am the creator of the system. So I like to always make this clear at the beginning of any training because my reputation and success are built on how transparent I am. So I certainly cannot guarantee that you will get results like the ones I've gotten, but what I can 100% guarantee is that what you're about to see are the results of other regular average people who are using the simple beginner-friendly business model that I'm about to show you.
And that's important because over the long haul, you want people to always trust your brand when you're putting stuff out. Then what he did to start pushing this as well is he repurposed clips. So he had a huge clip team. I don't know if he has it anymore, but one of the things he did is he had an internal team that would just clip up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of reels. And so they clipped parts of this video and then they put it on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube shorts, whatever, on different channels, pushing all back to this video. I think that's one of the best things you can do. Now, if you're going to repurpose content, your content has to be viral. I've tried this and, the first thing you have to do is have viral content. So people will bring up Andrew Tate. It's like, because Andrew Tate says very viral things, like very sensational things. So if you do that and you get viral content, then you can repurpose and clip, but you got to make sure the content's viral first. So one of the things Iman's done is he's gotten a big name, he's gotten a big brand. And so things will go viral usually if he's in it. Then inside the video, he did show a ton of social proof because that is still needed. If you have a great video, but you don't really show any social proof, it's not going to really matter. And so what he did in the videos, he said, this is what's not working. This is what's working now, and here's proof.
He managed to sign a local business from his hometown in Germany for a one-time fee of 15,000 euros, Jermaine hitting his first $5,000 a month profit in his first 6 months, all from the comfort of his own home. Now, Michael also used this business model to make 6 figures in 5 months selling ROI marketing services for local businesses.
That's always one of the best ways to get people on board because people are looking for why you're lying, right? Salesmen are considered liars, I would say. People don't buy because every salesman says the same thing. This is the best. This is the best. Oh my gosh. Like this is this is the best thing since sliced bread. You got to do this. Da, da, da. Like that's not what gets people to buy. What gets people to buy is you say, here's what most people do. Or here's the bad thing. Here's the good thing, and here's why it's better. And by doing that, it actually gets people on board. And that's what I really like. So again, what Iman did really good here is he showed a ton of social proof. On top of that, he showed a personal story. So he shared his personal journey of, here's where I started, here's proof.
I've been making money online since the age of 2016. I'm the founder of an e-commerce clothing line, Gadhzi. I have an info product business. I have an online marketing agency.
Here's where I am now.
I have a YouTube channel with over 180,000 subscribers. I also have, at the time of recording this, an over 8-figure crypto portfolio. And I also make over $10,000 a month in commissions from various different affiliate programs.
And he's recorded the entire journey. I do believe, some people give him a hard time. And I just think that's part of being successful or being famous. But I do like that he's really done a great job recording his entire story. I wish 7 years ago when I had really started on my journey in being successful, that I'd recorded more of it. I really do, because I don't think I did as good a job as I could have. And now I really regret it because I want to go back and look at stuff. I wish I could post those types of things, but because I don't have it, I can't do it. So his personal story really stands out because he started, I believe, as a 17-year-old pimply kind of looking teenager. He's able to show where he started from, not a lot of money. I don't even believe his dad was in the picture. His mom was just taking care of him. And then he brings it into this VSL, and it absolutely crushes because of it. The next thing is there's great editing, like clear visuals, there's text overlays and B-roll. He just makes stuff look really nice. Now, I don't think that makes or break a video, right? So like when I shoot content, I'm not hoping to kind of get big based on that because I don't even think it's something I can continue. What I want to get big on is like good information, and people like the information enough that they'll stick around. But it never hurts to have good editing. And because he has such high level editing, I do think that's one of the reasons the video did take off. And then he went into what I call repeated CTAs. So again, these are soft CTAs, but he would kind of be through the video. He's like, and by the way, if you need help, you can go here. And, there's not going to be a ton of spots. Like I'm limited to this. Like he would kind of softly do the CTAs, but he would continue to do it.
We're living the best moment in history to start your online ROI marketing agency.
And in conjunction with that, that would be what I would call scarcity and urgency, right? Like he would bring up the scarcity and the urgency of there's limited spots.
I mean, look, maybe even a few weeks from now, this offer might not be available anymore, and I would have already moved to our yearly subscription model.
There's only a few people left. I won't be able to help everybody. You got to kind of get in now. And then he would do what I call follow-up content. So as soon as that video ends, he'd have different videos that again would link to that VSL. So it's not on his channel anymore. I don't know why he took it off, but at the time he had this main video here. And then he'd have his other videos that would all link back to this video. So you got to think, even if you watch this VSL and you go to another video, that video will be linking back to this video. So it would almost be like follow-up content, so to speak. And that's what made him really successful. Now, if you want to see exactly how I made over $1.9 million with one offer, no ads, no team, just me, watch this next video right here.